Oh, hey, by the way, it's really cold in here, so that's why my dick looks a lot smaller in these pants right now. So, yeah, just FYI. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Weren't expecting that, were ya?
No. Well, I don't know.
Kinda.
Just had to go and publicly say it, didn't you?
Do you want to explain that backstory, or should I?
We were at the mall the other day, and I was wearing a sports bra in preparation for getting my breast augmentation, and I felt the need to point out that my boobs were like half the size of what they normally are because I wear really padded bras. And I was wearing a sports bra. I was like, hey, Ray, when we were gliding down the escalator, and I said, did I say, hey, Ray, my boobs look... Oh, just for your information, my boobs are really small today because I'm wearing a sports bra versus my really other padded bras. And he looked at me like I was insane, and he said, did I really need to know that? And I was like, yep, you did.
It's like, I don't look at these things on you. You know this. And it's like...
He thinks of me as a dude.
Yeah.
So, which I'm cool with because I don't think of him as a guy. I don't think of him as a chick, but I just think of him as being non-gendered, I guess.
Thank you. I am ill-equipped for anything.
What was it that I said to you when we were walking into the mall today? I said something.
I'm just one of those guy friends, but that...
It was something...
You know, it was
something before that. I can't remember what I was saying.
Yeah, I don't listen to you, so...
it was something about me saying that I was really comfortable around.
Yeah, it's something... One of those guys that you're comfortable around.
Yeah, but I said something.
It was something specific along those lines.
It must have been about the boobs.
Could be.
I don't know.
You're comfortable saying certain things. I don't know. It was something along those lines, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm comfortable saying like mostly anything around Ray because I don't view him as being a gender, I guess. I'm
not gonna be one of those confused guys that's gonna like take a joke and be like, oh,
yeah, the wrong way.
She likes me.
Well,
no.
You're married, and
we're both married.
Yeah, we're both married, and I don't know. We're just.
We have this unspoken connection.
It's like brother sister almost.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Except I don't fight with you nearly as much as I fight with my real brother.
We do, but we're just joking around.
Yeah, him and
like, damn you! Yeah.
Damn you, woman! Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I was like, it just took me for a loop. We're just going down the stairs. We're just she forced me to put on a vest and a
button-down dress
shirt. Yeah. And because I was saying I don't look good in these, and she's like, yes, you do. Yeah, every guy does. So I'm gonna make you. And
I had to prove him wrong.
Yeah, and
I was right.
I don't see it. I really don't.
How do you not? Tiffany said you looked cute.
I'm sorry. I just don't. I
thought you looked very spot on and handsome.
I don't think I did.
I think you're stupid. You don't get a say.
Well, then we can agree to disagree.
No, you don't get a say in what you wear anymore. Tiffany will dress you.
Shit. I'm a mannequin now.
I also think you should wear a bow tie.
Oh, God. Yeah, but I'd have to wear a button-down with that because it can't go with anything.
No.
If I wear a bow tie just, with a t-shirt, it would look weird.
No, you have to wear a long-sleeve button-down shirt. You can roll up the sleeves, but it has to be a long-sleeve button-down shirt, a vest, and a bow tie.
Yeah, because if I just wear a bow tie with no shirt on, that's just...
That's Chip and Dale.
With cufflinks.
There you go. Yeah, just the cuffs with the links.
Oh, God. How did we get on this topic again? Oh, right.
Boobs.
Yeah, boobs. It threw me I just wasn't expecting. We're just minding my own business, and then it's all, by the way, Ray, my boobs are just half the size of normal because I'm wearing sports bra. FYI. And it's just like, did I say something I don't remember saying?
I don't know. I mean, I must have thought about it when I was helping you with your buttons on the shirt.
Probably.
Because the shit that comes out of my brain, okay? I don't censor it, so it's just like word vomit. It just comes out.
We like word vomit here, though.
Yeah, it kind of just happens.
We are pro word vomit. Not regular vomit, just word vomit. Clarification.
Yeah. Okay. We had so many comments.
Woohoo!
On the 7th podcast. I was so excited. Every time I clicked on the YouTube channel, I saw another comment. I was like, yes. And Lenny emailed me.
Thank you, Lenny.
Thank you. I was super excited. I looked at it and I was like, oh, I
You have successfully dusted out the cobwebs in our inbox.
I know. I was stoked. I read it and I messaged back, but he never got back to me. But that's okay.
It's okay. He's one of those cool guys. It's like, oh, I got something to do, but I want to leave this comment real quick, which is one thing we really love about Lenny.
Yeah. I guess we can start from the very top.
Yeah.
Or top.
It starts from the bottom and it goes
Whatever.
up. Yeah. So let's see.
There's more.
Mike. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if anyone got this confused because, well, it was because I understand. So never mind. When I was apologizing for my accent, I'm not talking about my normal accent, which you're hearing me talk right now. Speak to you in right now. Is that right? Okay. Whatever. It's the British accent that I
Butchered.
Yeah. Attempted to speak, but I ended up butchering. That's what I'm apologizing for. So don't worry, Mike. I'm pretty sure no one thinks of you as a person that would gripe me about the way I normally talk. But Liz can actually explain this one because he said that he can't one up Lenny's Belgian chocolate, aside from the fish and chips. But you said you don't.
I don't eat meat. I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah, the chips maybe, but not the fish. You can watch Doctor Who 7 hours earlier, but...
See, Ray asked that, and he was like, well, would you rather have chocolate or Doctor Who? And I thought about it, and I don't like Matt Smith as the Doctor, but then I thought about it, if David Tennant came back as being the Doctor, that it became more difficult. But then I realized that they're in generally the same time zone, and I could just watch Doctor Who with Lenny instead.
While eating Belgian chocolate.
Eating chocolate. And I thought about it and I was like, I would probably do that. But
that picture there for you must be orgasmic.
It probably,
Belgian chocolate while watching David Tennant.
Yeah. But it's not saying that I don't want to see Mike, because I do want to meet Mike. Mike seems really awesome, and I think if we ever argued in actual life, we would have an issue because none of us would win, and then we would just slap fight.
That would be a podcast. No, video podcast I would love to be a part of.
I'm really not a big arguer. Like, I like to do it, but I don't like to have a confrontation with someone.
Yeah.
If it's friendly arguing, it doesn't bother me, but an actual confrontation...
I avoid debate or something. Yeah.
I avoid confrontation when at all possible, unless I'm really pissed off.
Yeah, because then you solve it with a bullet.
Just a little one.
Just a little one.
A little 9mm hollow point. Those are bad.
Oh my god! Oh, shut up! It's a flash one. My arm is gone.
That wouldn't be a 9mm.
You shoot it in the right place. They're hollow points, man.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, the next view.
Also, thank you, Mike, on your compliment about the editing. It was actually very fun to edit the seventh podcast. It was a lot of fun to shoot it too. So even though the camera's cut out like twice on us.
I think it was 3 times because yours did twice and mine did once.
Yeah, so 3 times in total. But it didn't turn out too bad.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
I have to learn to actually look at the camera.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
You did a couple times.
Just a few times, but not very often.
It's okay.
Let's see. Music maybe reads in a few. And when I say a few, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think she commented like as she listened to it.
Which is awesome.
She would comment and then post and then listen more and comment and post. She was talking. I love Yoshi. I really do. And she has a Yoshi backpack, and I think that's really cool. They used to have Gur backpacks from Invader Zim, and I wanted one so bad, but I never got around to buying one.
I used to have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle backpack. It was the shell. So.
Nice. Ireland and Scotland are on my list of places to go where I want to, but it's so muggy and rainy, and my hair wouldn't like it.
Miss Frizz.
My hair is really frizzy. It's ridiculous. I had to put so much product in it to make it not frizz. That's why mostly it's up in a bun or just gross. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. I do not know if the winds change direction if you're on the bottom of the equator. I have no clue.
You got me.
I've never really cared much because I'm not on the bottom of the equator. it doesn't affect me, so I don't care.
In the Philippines, I never noticed wind at all. So unless there was a storm, then you definitely notice it. But on a regular day, I never paid attention.
Let's see. Oh, that was. I speak from. I don't know if I offended people when I was talking about people of low income class just reproducing a lot.
I don't think you did.
I don't know, but I speak from personal experience when I was talking about that, because I have 3 female cousins who all dropped out at the age of 16 out of high school without getting their GED, and they each have up to 3 children, and they're not married, and they move around a lot to like different hotels and like stuff like that. It's
Wow.
really bad.
Yeah, see, that's not a situation you want to be in.
Yeah, and I always get really uncomfortable when my family comes to visit, because I have an uncle, Robbie, and he creeps me out. He really does. He just gives off a creep vibe, and
He's that creeper of the family.
And he has like no teeth because he smokes too much meth. And my mom's family is like the hillbilly family of like all time. It's really bad, and I always get uncomfortable, and I don't like being around them. So. But I do speak from experience when I talk about low-income families just reproducing, because one of them has 2 children, but she's trying for a third, and she's already miscarried 3 times.
Jesus Christ.
And she still wants to have another one. I'm like, you're married, but you have a boyfriend, and your husband has a girlfriend, and you all live together, but you won't get a divorce, and you have 2 children, and you're still trying for a third? Really?
Does she think the third's gonna fix everything? Like, be the miracle child?
No, I think she just wants a girl.
Oh, because she has all... that reasoning.
One of her child's name is Civic.
Civic.
Like the car.
That reminds me, Tiffany had classmates that were named Sequoia. And
I have another one. My cousin Rayla, she has 2 children, and the father of the child's name... The father of the children is named Jamal. The dad's name is Jamal. She named the kid Jamal and Jamalia. One's a boy and one's a girl. I don't know.
Just not imaginative enough to think of anything else.
Obviously.
No, nothing like Nahoje or Takwasia.
I just see, this is why I don't want children. Okay, because they're gonna turn out messed up. Let's see.
Good God.
Okay. I honestly, did she talk to you about the creeper chasing the guy and girl of 2 Geeks?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I don't remember.
I don't know if it was in a conversation we had through Facebook, or if she talked to you on the phone about it, or if she mentioned it in one of the comments. I don't recall.
Refresh my memory if you told one of us. And just because we don't remember, go ahead and just leave it in the comments again.
Yeah.
If you did, I'm sorry if you told me, especially, and I don't remember, because I would remember something like that. You know, because since I'm the one that animates the intros and everything, to have something where a creeper's chasing the icons, that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking of how we can get that done, but we'll see. But
yeah, it becomes more expensive when you add graphics to it.
Yeah, it gets more time consuming too.
Yeah. Let's see. On to Lenny's comments. He did spell Steven's name right the first time with a V instead of a PH. V. It is a V. Oh God! Stop moving.
I just want to get up there. Okay, it's right there.
Okay.
God dang it!
Let's see.
Steven with a V.
I don't know if I make it sound like you're just good only for editing, but no,
that's all I'm good for.
Because Ray's one of my really close guy friends. Because I guess it's like an unspoken rule that I feel that. Now that I'm married, I can only hang out with married people, because I don't hang out with any of my single friends anymore.
Well, it does. Well, in that aspect, especially with your guy friends, it at least eliminates the.
I miss hanging out with my guy friends. I like all of my guy friends, like that.
The original nerd herd.
My original nerd herd. I miss them, but it would get really uncomfortable. So I guess that's why I hang out with only you.
You're tired of hanging out with guys that end up being like, so do you want to like?
I guess
make out or something.
I guess I just get tired of that confrontation. I guess.
I think what you're tired of is you're tired of not being able to be yourself without worry that they're going to take it the wrong way. I think that's it. Because you're probably one of the most vulgar people that I know. You'll just talk about anything and everything.
Yeah. I do.
Like the boob comment, like not expecting it. Didn't phase. Well, it phased me to the point that I wasn't expecting it. But it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh wow, really, your boobs, and just stare. And it's like it's not something that affects me in that sort of way.
You're like my brother.
Exactly.
And then he commented again because he had to stop and go do homework, which is gross. I used to hate homework.
Yeah, I hate. But kudos to you for actually getting it done.
Yeah. You know, that takes dedication to stop doing something fun and have to go and be studious.
I don't agree with you stopping yourself from listening to the podcast to go play a video game. You have to finish the podcast. Yeah. But if you're going to go and do something productive,
like homework,
by all means, as long as you come back.
And he did come back because he had part 2 of his comment, and he actually would want Toby to be a host with us.
Oh, and he knows Rooster Teeth. Awesome.
He does. And let's see. I commented to that about I can't be mad because Lenny watches this. It is really small, Belgium.
He writes with paper and pen.
He does. I love writing with paper and pen. I have a pen that changes 4 different colors, so I can.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I did not know that you could be 16 and drink.
Yeah.
I would have gotten in so much trouble.
I think that's in... Mike, is that where you are too in England? I think it is. 16 to drink.
That's kind of ridiculous.
I don't know. It is Europe. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, considering like back in... Not... back in like the 1600s and stuff, they would drink wine versus water because wine was more pure than the water was.
Right.
It was more sanitary to drink it. Let's see. And then Felix...
Well, that's different because...
It
makes sense because
and the alcohol wasn't as fermented as it is now.
Oh, this is true.
It's not as strong. And then Felix the Brat commented that... Okay, I don't like Call of Duty because I'm really bad at first-person shooters.
Wait, what?
Is at the end of the comment? COD. Call of Duty.
Liz, you look very cute in a geeky way.
I don't know how to take that as like a comment or a compliment or almost insulting. I don't think he's trying to be insulting. I think it's meant as
I think he's being genuine, like in a good way.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't take compliments well, and you know that.
Yeah, I know.
Steven.
That's why I pointed it out. I'm like, you don't take these very well.
Steven calls me ugly and hideous.
You're the most hideous person I have ever met.
I love it because I know that he means the exact opposite, but I don't get uncomfortable like when he calls me pretty.
Exactly.
It makes me real uncomfortable, and I'm just like, okay, great.
You're with someone that understands, which is good.
Yeah.
Ray should totally be in radio or voice acting. I don't know though, like maybe the voice. Wait, I totally read that sentence wrong. I don't know though, like maybe. Oh, I don't know though, like maybe the voice of the techie guy in a video. Okay, yeah, I could do that. I think.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I think like if I were to voice a character in any video game, I'd want to be that techie guy. Like Simon Pegg's character in Mission Impossible. I would want to be that.
I love Simon Pegg.
That would be that's what I would want to be.
Are you going to have regular segments in the podcasts? We don't know. We're trying. We're attempting.
We are going to experiment.
Yeah, we're going to experiment shortly.
Technically, your boob update thing is a segment.
Kind of, but that won't last for very long because I'm getting them done on this Friday, on the 27th. So then one podcast will be me druggy, and then the next one will be me not so druggy, but kind of irritable.
We'll have another boob update when Steven's here because we're going to get his opinion.
Yeah, we probably will. Let's see. You haven't played any of the BIOSHOCK games, really? The first one's really... The second one, not so much.
I've played... Like I told you, I haven't finished the first one, but from what I have played, it's an incredible game.
It really is.
I'm not as excited for Infinite, only because of the fact I haven't played the second one. Or Infinite's the third one, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I haven't played the second one. So I don't know if the stories are going to be connected somehow, or I just don't...
The first one was made by one company. The second one was made by a different company. They basically copy and pasted a lot of it. You're playing Big Daddy. You're the robot.
Oh,
You're the
okay.
robot. And it's like playing the first game all over again, but as the robot. And
From a different perspective.
It's from a different perspective. But the third game is made by the people who made the first one.
Oh, well, that's cool. At least they're going back to like the original.
Yeah.
That's good.
And back to the whole Call of Duty thing. I'm really bad at Call of Duty.
Where do you... Oh, I never played Call of Duty and GTA for me. Call of Duty for the win. Can't wait for the next video. Yeah, GTA I love. For pretty much the same reason I like Saints Row, because you can literally do anything. It's an open world, and I love open world games. Because I love a game where I can shoot dozens of people in the face and try to evade the cops and make it look like an action sequence instead of... having to do missions, and that's it. You can't explore or anything. Call of Duty,
I'm really bad at that. Plus, I don't like playing with other people. I really am not, like, I've contemplated playing WoW. I have.
No.
Yes, I have.
No.
Yeah.
You?
Yes. But then I thought about it, and I was like, but then I'd have to interact with all of these people. And I hate interacting with people. I can't stand it. Like, I don't like getting on servers and having to deal with shit. I'd rather just deal with NPCs. So.
Except if we could all get on Minecraft, that would be pretty cool.
What? That's different.
That's non-objective based gameplay.
I don't like...
That's just, hey, let's get together and blow shit up and build stuff.
I don't want to have to deal with going on raids, and if I fuck up, then I might fuck up the entire thing, and then everyone would get mad at me, and then no one would want to play with me anymore. And... that's way too much pressure for a video game. I'm sorry.
It kind of is. I just can't get into it because it's sort of the same reason I don't get into The Sims anymore. Because it's somewhat, no offense to anyone that plays these games, but it's just, to me, it's somewhat pathetic and somewhat like life sucking.
It's not as life sucking as WoW. I had a boyfriend that played WoW. And I think we were broken up at the time, but I didn't, like, see him for, like, months, because that's all he did.
Just WoW.
Just playing WoW.
You know, it's funny because you see all these freak-out videos of people online, like, they lose something in WoW, or somebody else picks up an item that they wanted, or someone cancels their account or deletes their level 80 character or something. And it's like, it takes them overboard, and I'm like, they're really that serious about this game?
There are 2 episodes in The Big Bang Theory. One where Penny discovers WoW, and she, like, loses her life to just play WoW. She's really good at it, though. And then there's the second one where someone hacks Sheldon's account and takes all of his things.
I want to see this.
And they go, and Penny has to... because the guys go, and they're like, we're going to go and confront this person because we found out where he lives, and we're going to go and get all of our stuff back. So he goes, and it's like this guy, it's like this teenage boy who's obviously younger than them, but he's just a lot bigger than the guys, and he, like, refuses to give it. And then Penny comes and saves the day, and so she, like, gets all this stuff back. But I thought they were going to take it a different way, like she was going to get on World of Warcraft and, like, beat him in a battle, but no, she just goes and confronts him and kicks him in the balls and gets all the stuff back.
Wow. Like, in real life?
Yeah.
Or...
yeah, like, she actually goes and she's like, I'm going to be the first girl to ever touch you in your special place. And she kicks him. And he falls to the ground in pain. And she's like, now you're going to give him back his stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, that's Penny.
I love it. I love it. It's great. That was in the 4th season.
I still have to catch up.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm caught up with Doctor Who. I'm not caught up with Big Bang.
I contemplated last night rewatching David Tennant Doctor Who's.
That's funny. That's exactly what Philly D said. He's like, I'm a big fan of Doctor Who, and holds up the poster and he shows the TARDIS in the background, and he's like, but just aside from the shoddy Christmas episode, I think I'm gonna go back and watch the David Tennant episodes. And he says it's like you, it's like, no offense to Matt Smith. Matt Smith's great, just David Tennant just was the Doctor. David
Tennant did it better. I feel bad for Matt Smith having to come in after David Tennant.
It was a huge... It's a huge, like, shoe to fit in.
Yeah, and I feel bad because Matt Smith is a good actor. It's just, he's overshadowed by the past of what David Tennant did. And I feel like he's not given a fair chance as being the Doctor because he...
And it's also, what's the name of the guy? that played the Doctor before David?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I see, and that's the thing. No one.
He was only one season.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. It's like he was good though. When I first started watching, he was very good. But then it's like then David shows up and it's like, oh, I don't remember that guy.
Yeah, he was good. He was just more, I guess, as the Doctor progresses, the Doctor realizes that he doesn't have a chip on his shoulder, like from when all the Time Lords died.
Yeah.
And whereas the 9th Doctor does, he has like this really big chip on his shoulder and being all depressed and stuff and like really angry at the world.
Yeah.
But then David Tennant comes in close to the end of David Tennant's reign as being the Doctor. He becomes less angry. Like you can still see that he's angry sometimes, but he becomes less angry. And Matt Smith is just, you know, the happy-go-lucky Doctor
happy-go-lucky one,
who gets married and all this stuff. So
he's the Doctor that he does the things that you always think the Doctor deserves, like earlier on, like getting married, finding somebody, being happy, like genuinely happy. It's the things you want.
Dying.
But at the same time, that anger, that sort of underlying sadness that David Tennant has, like you can just see it in him, even when he's smiling. There's just that sort of thing that just makes the Doctor who he is.
See, the woman, Catherine Tate, who played Donna, the companion, she said it the best, saying that she hoped that he would find someone like as a companion to stay with him because she feels that at times someone needs to be there to stop him.
Yeah, that's true.
And she asked what was the companion's name before her. But this was during the wedding scene.
Oh,
when he saved her during the wedding.
Yeah.
And he said Rose.
That was Rose.
Because Rose was before. Because he goes, Rose meets Donna, does a mission with her, then Martha, then Donna, then Amy.
Oh, yeah.
Amelia Blunt. Yeah. The redhead.
She was nice in that first episode.
When she was a stripper?
Yeah.
Technically, it's a kissogram.
She just shows up and...
Then they asked what a kissogram was. I was watching the...
behind the scenes or
Norton Graham, I don't know the Graham.
It was a TV show.
It's a talk show in England, and I don't know Graham Norton.
Something.
I think that it's either Graham Norton or Norton Graham. I don't know.
Mike, correct us if you please.
Yes, Mike, please. And they asked what was a kissogram, and it's a stripper. That's what it was for.
And her boyfriend was a nurse.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the other day you were a doctor, now you're a policewoman. It's like, I thought, kissogram, I dance at parties. It's a laugh.
Yeah. So, but apparently that's a stripper.
Well, then the Doctor did her a favor by letting her become a companion then. I
guess. Even though he was supposed to be gone only 5 minutes, he was gone like 10 years.
Yeah, that was sort of bad. But it's like, if you, after watching so much Doctor Who, things will happen. You're just like, you already know. You can expect.
He would have figured it out by now how to go through time.
Well, he does. He normally needs 6 people to fly the TARDIS, so that might have something to do with it. I was always wondering why he's always running around banging things with that hammer. I'm just like, why does? Oh, because he's only got 2 hands.
I like it, but have you come to the episode, the end of Donna? Reached that?
Yeah.
So
but we haven't seen, because it's not on, I don't know if it's on Netflix, The End of Time, when David Tennant turns into or the 10th regenerates to the 11th.
Okay, so you know that Donna becomes a Time Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, and that's why she can't remember anything.
Yeah.
Otherwise
they blocked her. Yeah, or otherwise her brain will blow up.
Yeah. I was so happy when I heard about what happened to her, because now she's smart, just like the Doctor. So she's everything the Doctor is, except she's got that human aspect. So I'm like, okay, now he has that actual companion he needs. And it's like, okay, wait, this can't happen.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it becomes really sad. That was one of the saddest episodes ever.
Yeah.
I was crying.
Yeah, that one, that was the number one saddest for me. The second one ties between the Master's death and the episode where the Doctor's daughter dies. Well, she doesn't really die, but just the scene itself.
And he leaves, and like 5 minutes later, she comes back to life.
Yeah. I'm just like, wait, damn it, just stop walking away from shit and wait.
Yeah.
See what happens. You're a Time Lord. You can afford to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like when River died, or technically.
Yeah. Well, She died.
Physically died. Just
yeah,
her spirit.
Yeah, her
lives in
mind
the-
is in the computer.
Yeah. But it's like he walks away for a couple seconds and comes back and he's like, you have like 2 bars, man. You have to hurry.
Yeah. It's like, walk faster. Okay. Should we go on to this or that?
Let's do. Well, I want to do your boob update.
Really isn't an update. I just updated them saying I was going to get surgery done on Friday.
Are you nervous?
No.
No.
I'm
Okay,
excited.
then-
Like, I'm ready to do it. I'm like ready to get it done. Done and over with.
Done and over with. That way you can get off the drugs and you can start living your normal life with boobs.
See,
Bigger boobs.
my brain works different. I plan so much that I skip ahead. Like, I'm excited for it, but I was more excited last week because now I'm just ready to hurry up and get it over with so I can move on to my next thing.
Yeah.
The next thing I want to get done.
And what would be the next thing on this list?
Oh, well, there's a bunch of stuff. Like, I have to order a dress and I have to go get it tailored, and we have to go to Destin.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like, I have all these things that I have to do, but I can't do it until I'm healed. So my
Was
brain
it like 4 to 6 weeks that it takes to
no,
heal completely?
it takes like 10 days, and I have to go back to the doctor so they can look and see how it's progressing, and then after
Making sure
that,
you're setting right.
yeah, and then after that, it's like I'll probably be fine in like 3 weeks.
Oh,
afterwards.
that's not bad.
So yeah,
Okay.
I'll be able to up and move around in like 10 days.
We'll do movie nights at
So-
your place until you're completely
Yeah.
healed. We still
So-
have to have a dinner night, but we're doing something
Yeah.
tomorrow though.
Yeah, we're
so-
doing the movie tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're finally gonna go see Underworld.
Yeah, the new Underworld.
The new Underworld.
We'll try to do a review of it next week, depending on how loopy you are.
Yeah.
You'll probably just be like, the guy in the thing was
And
pretty.
boom.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
I think this is gonna sound so bad on my part because I agree with Lenny. I think Kate Beckinsale's attractive.
Mhm.
So it's like the one part that just really got me is like, oh, she's climbing in an air vent. Oh, they have a shot of her ass in that air vent. I want to see this scene.
That's just a guy mentality.
Yeah,
So-
but I can't get around it. But other than that, I am curious as to who the little girl is from the trailer. I'm hoping
I
it's
hope
her
they
daughter.
play it. Yeah, I hope they play it like you said.
I hope it's her, Celine and Michael's daughter. That would be amazing.
That would be really cool.
But yeah. Anyways, yeah, we can go ahead and go to a segment I'm going to try. It's a really quick this or that. If you don't know what this or that is or how it's played, it's just literally a this or that question. Like, for example, would you prefer Dr. Pepper or root beer? You answer it, and that's it. Move on. You can give a brief one-sentence explanation why, but you can't go into detail. If you guys want to know why, ask questions in the comments, and then we'll fill you in later. And if you have a this or that for us, put it in the comments, and then we'll add it to our list. So today, since this is the first one, we're going to flip a coin, see who goes first. Liz has made some questions for me. I've made some questions for her. Liz, do you want to call it?
Sure. Tails.
Tails. She gets to ask me first. Damn. All right.
Okay.
First one for this and that. This or that. Now we're not going to time it. We're just going to go ahead and answer. Go.
Donna versus Rose.
Rose.
David Tennant versus Matt Smith.
David Tennant.
BioShock versus Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead.
Coffee versus energy drink.
Energy drink.
Apple versus regular computer.
Wait, what?
Apple versus a regular computer.
Oh, I thought you meant apple like fruit.
No, like an Apple product.
Regular computer.
Okay, porn star versus actress.
Actress. Yeah. Actress, yes.
Okay.
Dirty.
In a zombie apocalypse, would you rather fight or die? Like, kill yourself or fight it out and then ultimately probably die?
Die. In that scenario, die.
Okay. Crossbow versus shotgun.
A crossbow.
Okay. Would you rather be on a team or alone?
Alone.
Okay, that's my questions. Those were 10. That was 10 questions.
Awesome. All right, your turn.
Okay.
Now, again, we're not explaining our answers, so if you want to know why we made
Can't
these
believe you
decisions,
gave up porn sex. Jeez. Okay. Go. That's all.
if you want to know, you have to ask. I do have an answer to that, but... Okay, you ready?
Yep.
David Tennant or the 10th Doctor?
Oh, damn it! The 10th Doctor!
I knew that would make her stop. I should have saved that one for last. No, the last one's pretty funny too. Okay, Xbox or PS3?
Xbox.
This is funny. We almost had the same sort of question. BioShock or Dead Rising?
Oh, BioShock.
Shaun of the Dead or Night of the Living Dead?
Shaun of the Dead.
Sonic or Mario?
Mario.
Rose Tyler River Song.
Rose.
Minecraft or any Xbox game.
Any Xbox game.
Oh. Big personality or big member?
Big member.
Strawberry or banana?
Strawberries. I don't like bananas.
If you had to save the universe, would you bang an Ood or bang a Centauran?
Oh, God.
Could have been worse. I was thinking Dalek, but I'm like, nah, let's do something weird.
Can I say neither?
No. It's the fate of the universe. Okay, Doctor's in danger. He could die if you don't do one of these. One of these two.
An Ood, because... An Ood.
At least he'd be polite about it.
I know, that's why. Because Centaurans are just assholes.
Yeah. He would just critique you on it. Like,
Yeah.
you're not doing it hard enough.
Yeah.
I was thinking Dalek because I was remembering that TV show, like, harder. But, okay, no, that makes sense. I was thinking that was it, but because I was like, well, maybe because they're... No, well, never mind. We're going to leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
We'll do it. That was quick, but it was fun.
That was quick.
Yeah. So if you want to know why we answered some of these, and we're going to keep these so we remember what the questions were. If you want to know why those were our answers, leave it in the comments. If you have a this or that question, or if you have a list of 10 of them, you can go ahead and make a list of 10. And you can even put down if it's for me or if it's for Liz or if it's for both of us. Go ahead and put it in the comments, and we might choose it in next week's podcast.
Yay. That was kind of fun.
It was.
I like feeling like you had to ask them really quickly because you didn't give people time to think.
Exactly. That's it. That's the whole point. But that's why I knew the first question I asked you, you would be like, shit. It's like, David Tennant? I know the second I said David Tennant, you're like, David Tennant. Or the 10th Doctor's like, fuck! The Scottish accent or the sonic screwdriver. That's pretty much it. But don't answer that.
Okay. Oh, man. That was fun. I liked that.
Yeah. See, I'm trying some more things here. So next week, we're probably going to have another new segment.
If the audience has an idea for segments, then that would be nice to hear.
Yeah, by all means, if you have any ideas, leave them down there in the pants bar or comment section or whatever, the doobly-doo.
Pants bar?
That's what one of the other YouTubers call it, because it's down there. Yeah. I remember, do you remember at all when YouTube used to be called the sidebar? You don't remember at all, where instead of the description wasn't below, it was on the side?
No, but I think they're starting to... Kate's is like that.
On her page or the actual video?
The page.
Yeah, well, actually, I have a question thinking of that, because that's actually the new...
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. The new YouTube channel layout, I really don't like it, especially for the fact I spent time making all of the backgrounds and layouts for a lot of people on YouTube, in fact. So now that they're changing it all over again, it just, like, trumps all of the work I've ever put into it, so it sucks.
We're gonna have to come up with a different format.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but,
man.
I have a question, because it says on the channel that it's not going to take effect until March 31st, something like that, where every channel is going to be implemented. No one's going to be exempt. You can't choose the old style or the new one. It's all going to be the new format. I currently have all of my channels, Believe in Fate and the Two Geeks, One Mic channel, which technically is our channel, in the old format because of the layout. But when I check on them, when I'm not signed in, like if I was just an average user, the new format shows up, even though I have it checked off to show up as the old format. So I don't know if that's just for you or if it's for everyone else. So my question to everyone in the Nerd Herd is the Two Geeks One Mic and the Believe in Fate channel, you don't have to check the Believe in Fate one, the Two Geeks One Mic is what I'm really important to me right now. Is it showing, is the actual channel page showing up in the old format of YouTube or the new one? I just want to know so that I know which one I'm going to fix up right now, because there's things I have to update. Yeah,
because there would be boxes where it would be how you have the layout before you do anything. You have those boxes where normally text shows up in.
Yeah.
If it's the new format, then it'll be all wonky.
Exactly. That's why I want to. Yeah, exactly. I want to know what it looks like to everyone else, because to me it looks fine, but that's probably because we are signed in.
Yeah.
So I want to know what everyone else is seeing, so I can make the proper adjustments. Exactly. But yeah, that's pretty much it on that. I don't like the new format.
I don't like it either.
I really don't.
I don't like it. I find it obnoxious, and I want it to go away.
I'm really tired of websites just making these changes.
Like Facebook.
Yeah, like Facebook, and
I hate the new format for Facebook.
that they don't give you the option to stick with the new one or
right
or the
now
old
mine
one.
is still the old one.
It's still the old one.
Still the old one. I refuse to update until I'm
Well, they don't
absolutely
have
forced.
a date when everybody's gonna go switch over. I think right now it's just optional, but there are actual websites out there that you can force it through if you wanted it to, and it's sort of upsetting to me because like there's this one website that I saw because somebody posted it, one of the people in my friends list, where because in the new format you have one big picture as the header. There's actually already a website that is hosting images in that exact same format for you to choose like a list of their library to make your header. So it's like stars or phrases, like basically a wallpaper website. And if you go to the website, it actually gives you the option. It tells you, do you already have the timeline format? If you don't, click here and you can get it. So there's already a way to force it through. But what's upsetting to me is I just don't like the idea of I like the idea of personalizing it, but I mean personalizing to the point where you make it yourself, or you take your own photo or something like that. I don't like that people just put whatever they feel up, because it's no different than somebody saying something in their status message that's sort of self-righteous, but they really don't have a clue. I don't know. It's just a pet peeve of mine, I guess.
I don't like it. I find it annoying and it's difficult to read, and I don't like how it flows. It bugs me.
They record every single, like...
It's choppy, because some things are on the left side of the timeline, some things are on the right side.
right.
It goes by time stamp, which I understand. I don't like how it flows, though, because it's choppy.
Yeah, you have to go back and forth,
it's
back and
chopped
forth,
up,
left
and
to right.
I don't like it. I just want a list.
That's why I usually just stick to the newsfeed.
I just want a list. I'm simple.
And
Give
I
me a
was...
list.
Do you remember when they first did the newsfeed? And at first it was just like the top stories, and you'd have to scroll down
Yes.
to get the most recent stuff?
I didn't like that.
Fucking ridiculous.
I didn't like it.
Because, like, okay, yeah, so now I have to scroll through 50 status messages, all because it's people that have that, like, a friend of mine might have 7,000 friends, and it's only there because all these people thumbed it up, and all it says is like, oh, broccoli is cool, and it's like, serves no purpose whatsoever.
I don't like it, and I'm glad that they put the little sort button where you can sort it out.
Yes, at least they fixed that.
Yeah, because I like looking at recent, not highlighted. I'm like, I just want to see chronologically,
Yeah.
how things went. I don't care who liked stuff the most.
Even YouTube's doing it to an extent. The main page, your uploads, because Kate was right. If you're a daily person, your stuff's going to be everywhere. Whereas if it's like us and you do weekly, you're going to get lost in the mix. They're trying to implement it that you can actually select certain channels that will be prioritized when they upload something, and they'll stay on the front page for you longer. But like it wouldn't really work for me, because there's like 12 to 20 channels that I watch a lot.
Yeah.
That's still and that doesn't even include like Toby's other 2 channels. Like his main one is in there, but his other 2 ones I have to actually go and look for. So
I hate when websites think that they're being progressive and they're updating stuff like to make it better when they're really just irritating people.
Yeah.
I hate that they feel the need to do it.
They need to take a cue from the guys at Minecraft.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Yeah.
8-bit blocks people will come.
There was one background or wallpaper thing for the timeline that I did see, and I thought it was somewhat creative, where it was like it was a Minecraft themed, where you could see the sky, then the ground, then underground, and then there's like a cave system, and you see someone mining. I thought that was pretty cool, but to choose like any old picture, a generic one that anyone else can choose, I don't like it. It bothers me. It really does. It's almost like if you go and look at MySpace now. Oh, it's completely different.
It's so different. I'm just like, what is this?
Yeah, I think it was before Christmas. I actually tried to go back and look at my old MySpace profile, and back when MySpace was the shit, before Facebook ever became huge.
Really long time ago.
Yeah, a really long time ago. God, that makes me feel old. Do you remember Friendster? How about Zynga? Do you any of
that? Was before my time.
Yeah. So
I wasn't allowed to get on like the computer until I was like in 8th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your parents made you a late geek.
Well, they really monitored what I watched on TV and stuff like that. Like
aside from the cannibalism and the
that was PBS.
Well, it's okay. The little things that slip through the cracks just sort of.
You know, is Daddy having an affair?
If you keep doing that, you're gonna be a cannibal.
Yeah, cannibalism and starvation in Africa. Yeah.
But no. Anyways, yeah, I was on my MySpace profile, and back when it was very popular, I was heavy into code because back then it used HTML code, which is pretty much obsolete now. People still use it, but it's obsolete. So since I went to school working with HTML, I spruced up my page a lot, and I had a custom comments page, and like the thing where it says if you're dating or whatnot. It wasn't the one that MySpace made. I made my own code, so I had my own box. So instead of saying relationship status, it would say who I'm with, instead of the generic stuff. So because you're like I say over and over again, I'm very big on customizing it to be personal. So I did that for everything, even where the boxes are and that.
Sorry, that's my sneeze, guys.
Bless you. Yeah, that's Liz's cutesy sneeze.
It's manly. What are you talking about?
No, my nose has been itching all day. Wait for a sneeze to come out. Then I'll show you manly. But then no. But watch, I just jinxed myself. Watch, I'm gonna sneeze. It's gonna be the girliest fucking sneeze ever.
Okay, back to your MySpace.
But yeah, I customized everything. But now since they changed it, and if you went there, like nothing's work. Everything's like those little X boxes because it can't load.
Yeah.
Or something, and it looks like crap. And I'm just like, I don't have the effort to want to even fix this. But then I don't have the effort to want to delete it either. There's some people on there that still like find me through this. Like I checked it and I had like 50 messages from people, and 2 of them were actually of people, and I didn't know they were still using it. Like people that I knew from Newport when I was a little kid, and they found me on MySpace, which is very odd. They didn't find me on Facebook. They found me on MySpace. So I messaged them back, and I'm still waiting to hear back from them. Actually, it's been almost a month because I said to add me on Facebook instead. But when they actually sent it like 8 months ago. So I doubt they're gonna even remember.
I don't even know my password anymore. Well, I mean, because I used coding to make my MySpace page, you know. I figured it out.
Too?
It took me a while to figure it out because I'm not techie geeky. It took me a while. I had to go through like Google searches and stuff like that to figure out how to make the codes proper to make them actually show up. And I figured it out. And I don't know if you know Mars Volta. It's a band.
Yeah.
That I'm really fond of. I did that as my background.
Oh, okay.
And I put up some like really odd like pictures and stuff. Like, your cat is weird.
Okay.
Sorry. I was playing with the kitty cat.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, anyways, you just don't remember your password to it?
I don't remember it. I don't even remember what email account I used.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's my personal one that I always use. But I have 2. I have a Yahoo account and I have a Hotmail account.
Wow.
And now I have a Google account through 2 Geeks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't even remember. And I never, ever checked the Yahoo account. Ever. I only got the Yahoo account so I could use the AIM, so I could talk to one of my friends who had a really odd sleep schedule.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I actually got, a long time ago, I made a Hotmail account just for email, and I use that to sign into online games in the Philippines, like Ragnarok and things like that. Then after that, I made a Yahoo, and that was actually the account I used when I did my high school project, my webpage thing that I won, the rest is history. And that's the one I used for like my Friendster and my Zynga accounts. And I don't think I even remember the passwords to my Zynga. I barely used it because Zynga wasn't really like social media. It was more like a blog page. It's kind of like what Tumblr is now, from what I recall from it. Friendster was like the huge thing in Asia, because in the Philippines, like that was the Facebook of the Philippines, I guess. I remember Facebook being around, like people were talking about it, but no one ever went to it. Then MySpace came along and blew Friendster out of the water, and everyone started getting a MySpace.
Facebook used to be like a closed.
Yeah, like cool, because it was very And then I moved here, and Facebook was already pretty popular by the time I moved here. I just never got around to making a profile. Oh no! I'm getting this confused. Hang on. No, it was Friendster when I was in the Philippines. I moved here, and my cousins in Tampa convinced me to make a MySpace. I refused to make a MySpace when I was in the Philippines because all of my friends were in Friendster. So then I finally made a MySpace because they said, "Oh, we'll be your first friends." I was like, "Okay." Then I won't feel so stupid having a MySpace account with nobody on it. And then I kept the MySpace till about, I want to say, just a little after me and Tiff actually started talking. And then I made a Facebook. And I think I'd have to look in the timeline thingy. I don't know. I don't remember the day that I made it, but I just know that that's the order. It was like Zynga, Friendster, MySpace.
For the longest time,
Facebook.
I refused to make Facebook.
Really?
I did. I refused to make a Facebook, and then I stopped. Then I just stopped doing social media altogether.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't get on MySpace, and I think I deleted it. I'm not sure.
If you don't remember the password.
Yeah, it's basically deleted. And then I finally did make a Facebook. But then someone hacked my account, my old account, so I couldn't get on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it wouldn't let me get a temporary password to reaccess it.
Oh, shit.
So it's just
there.
It's not even there anymore. It's deleted.
Ah.
What they do is they shut it down, so even your friends don't even have
because
your...
it's compromised.
Yeah, it's compromised.
Gotcha.
So it's just floating in limbo right now. So I made a different one after a couple months of like, oh, well, this is stupid. I'm just not going to do it anymore. And...
Poor profile stuck in limbo.
Oh, well. It shouldn't have been compromised. I don't even know how anyone would have figured out the password, because...
Phishing scam.
It's really, really... You wouldn't think of it because it's even spelled wrong. If
Really?
I were to say it,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's spelled differently.
Oh.
So it's an incorrect spelling.
So even if you told somebody,
even
they
if I
would
told
not be
someone
able
what
to...
it was, it's incorrect
I gotcha.
spelling.
Gosh. I feel like... Because I'm trying to remember now all the people that I've met through all these social media sites, and it's like, that's a lot. I wonder what all these people are doing. I wonder if they even remember me.
I don't remember half the people. Like, I don't even remember half the people I went to high school with.
Oh, one thing, when I tried to sign into Friendster one time, because there was a picture on there of somebody I wanted to save this picture. Apparently they've changed. They either got bought out by somebody or something, because they used to be just like MySpace and Facebook, but now they're like a game hosting site where it's not... I don't know if I'm looking at it in a different site or URL or something, but the last time I tried to sign in, I somehow managed to remember my password. I got in, and instead of having like social media where it shows all your friends' updates and everything, it was games. And it's like your profile became a gaming profile, and you play games with your friends, and that became the main thing. And I'm like, so what's my profile look like? And it from what I could tell, there is no profile page anymore. Like none of my information shows up anywhere. So it's just literally the gaming aspect. So I was like, there's no point for me to stay here. Yeah. I think I deleted it when I found this out, because there's really no point for having it. Either I deleted it or I left a big like comment on my header, because apparently it's just like a header with your picture, your name, and then one message. I said, this is stupid. Find me on Facebook. And then Facebook isn't being all that good either lately, apparently, with the timeline.
Well, before, like a couple years ago, like Facebook was really into like Farmville and stuff. Like
it still is.
I don't get very many.
Did you block the app?
No, I didn't. I don't think any of the people I'm friends with care about like there are
you're lucky.
There are some that do it, and I just hide their game posts because it would get ridiculous. Yeah. But other than that, it's just like one person I did that to, because they would post like every 5 seconds. I just stop it.
Yeah. Did you? This was on Philly D. I don't know if you heard it. This lady was arrested because she was writing out fake checks from her company, and not only that, like apparently like her house was being foreclosed. So they're like, where did she use her money? She used it on Farmville and other Facebook games.
That's stupid.
Thousands upon thousands of dollars while she was dealing with foreclosure on her home, and she was spending it on golden carrots or something. I don't know.
That's dumb. Like, they have those Facebook credits that you have to buy. I'm like, why? Why would you do that? It's like, it's not only... It's like a step down from a video game.
It is. And I won't lie, there's one game that on Facebook that I did actually play for a little bit that I was actually very into. I'm not anymore. I'm actually about to delete it, but I was into it for a little bit, and that was the Sims Social. Because it was like... it reminded me of Sims 1, which I liked. I don't like the current Sims, even though it's very in-depth, but I think that's also why I don't like it. I played it for a little bit, but then it got to the point where it wasn't fun because it's like, okay, I wanted to extend my house or my property area, and you can buy plots to extend it out. But then you need like real people to, quote unquote, air quotations here, sign a contract for you to extend your plot. So the first one wasn't that bad. I needed one person. I'm like, okay, I have like 7 friends here that play the same game, so they usually have been helping me with these sort of things. But then later on, it's like you need 12 signatures. I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna get 12 signatures? And it's like, well, if you don't have 12 people, you could pay this much and we'll sign it for you, and you can, like, I'm not putting fucking money down to extend a plot in a virtual game.
No.
So that's where I sort of stopped. I mean, the only other thing that really got me was like during the holiday, they would give you quests to do and you win free things. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. But I just hate the aspect that if you don't have this certain number of people, you can't accomplish something. Yeah. So it's like and I'm like, okay, I get it now. This is why people who play these other games like Farmville bother so many people, because like, hey, you should play so I have more people to help me build my city or my farm. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to get in that herd anymore. I'm just going to stop.
It takes too much effort to bother with it. I'm just like, I don't want to get on my if I'm going to play a game on my computer, I'm going to play Minecraft. So I don't want to... I get on Facebook to... It's really pointless anyway to get on Facebook. I understand. I do it, but I understand that it's stupid.
The only reason I keep doing it is just to keep in touch with everybody. That's really it.
I just do it because I like to be nosy. I do. No. I know it's stupid, and eventually I do it now because Steven gets on Facebook, and he will update every so often, like, what happens. And Ryan gets on Facebook, and that's his close friend. And I like to monitor how Ryan's doing. Yeah. But I'm sure in not too long I'll delete that anyway, because anyone who I want to talk to probably has my phone number, and they can just text me or call me or something. Yeah. Or email me.
I need to keep it. I know I'm gonna have to keep it because I need to moderate the pages, because I don't think you can host a page without having an actual profile account. I'm not sure. I know you can deactivate your account, not necessarily delete it, but deactivate it so it's not visible, but still keep it. So, we'll see. Because I'm still, even at that point, I'm still going to need you to moderate it.
Well, yeah. No, I mean, but I was talking about, like, my actual...
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Because, no, I completely agree. Because there's days where I do enjoy it. Like, if somebody posts a link to something really, really cool, or just says something, or posts a link, or even... I especially love it when people share our stuff.
I do like that.
But, it's like, I don't want to be a hypocrite, yet I don't want to be a dick at the same time.
Oh, I know I'm a hypocrite.
Because, like, I know I am too. I just mean, I don't want to delete certain people from my Facebook because they post things.
They have that button now, that unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe from their posts. I was wondering what that was.
It just hides their post.
Their post from my... Mm-hmm. I might have to do that for a couple people. It's just because... I know I'm guilty of being a hypocrite with some of my posts sometimes. I'll say something, but then it's like I don't follow through later on, or whatever. No biggie. If you don't like what I have to write, then you don't have to subscribe to me, I guess. And I guess that works both ways, because there's a lot of people that would like say something like, you have to work hard to get what you want. I'm like, and yet you're unemployed. And you've been unemployed for the last 8 months, and it's things like that. And then I end up ranting about it in my head, and then I'm like, wow, I'm a total hypocrite. But then it bothers me where I'm like, why would you post something this ignorant? So yeah, Facebook is, any social media really is always that there's that double-edged sword, because people, I guess, like me, who do like to post frequently sometimes just to know what everyone else is doing, is also bothered by other people's posts. And I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there that reads my post and like, this guy's a fucking retard. Or they're just like, God damn it, Ray, shut up. Why are you telling me about this? So I understand it works both ways. Just, why?
How did we get on Facebook?
I have no idea. Anyways, I wanted to say, because she was petting my kitty over here, and no, that's not a pet name for anything. We literally have a cat, me and Tiffany, and Liz helped us find her a home with us. Her name is Ember, Ember. There's a picture of it on my Facebook. I might post it on Two Geeks One Mic, because I'm wanting to say that she is our official mascot, because she's literally sleeping right here next to us, and she's a very funny kitten. She's 5 months old. She's a tabby tortie, so she's a mix between a tabby and a tortoise. Is that gray, black, and orange?
She's mixed between a tabby and a calico.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, she's gorgeous. She's already like taken a liking to Liz's legs, like literally gripping onto them with her claws.
Yeah, she likes to use me as a scratching post.
Which she's never done. She hasn't done it to me until today. She hasn't done it to Tiffany. The second Liz comes in here and she sits down, it's like, shh. I remember you.
Or she'll try to hop up in my lap and she'll dig her nails into my thigh and then hang there instead of jumping up into my lap. She'll just hang
and then pull herself up.
I'm like,
and it's like, you can jump, honey. You don't have, whatever. She's a weird cat. She sleeps in funny ways, just like a kitten does. I've literally seen her like on her back, just sprawled out like a carcass, ready to be taxidermied. You thought that was a real kitten, didn't you? Nope. Chuck Testa. No. She will literally jump into the bathtub after a shower. Like when I get out, she jumps right in and then like plays in the little water puddles that are left in there. She's definitely an explorer, and she's a hunter too. She's very lanky and long.
She's very lanky.
But yeah, thank you, Liz, for getting us a mascot.
No, it was because one of my friends, they couldn't keep the cat. So.
Yeah. Well, we were looking at the same time, so it was just like perfect timing.
Yeah.
And then we saw her, and I was like, oh, she's beautiful. We need her. We need to get her. Tiffany would love her, and Tiffany does.
Good.
She does have one habit that I can't. We had a cat before, Kodak. He was a black cat, and the one thing I didn't mind, but he would always do, was when we were lying in bed going to sleep at night, he would crawl in and just nonchalantly jump onto the bed and lay down on my chest, facing me. Sometimes he wouldn't be facing me the other way, and his tail would be in my face. But for the most part, he would face me and just sleep on my chest. I have no problem with this. It's only in the morning when he puts his paw on my face and wakes me up. Ember over here, I thought would do the same thing, because most cats that I've known have done that. They would come and either lie on somebody's chest or lie near them, somewhere on their body. Ember does not. She finds the middle area between the legs, and not on me, like just between the legs, and lay there. And then he would attack my legs when I move. So like I move my foot, and I just feel like she pounces on my feet underneath the over the blanket. And I understand she's seeing something and she doesn't know what it is, but it's like,
you have an update on your computer.
HP update. Yeah, my thing is still, it's running fine, but I'm still getting updates. Yeah, I don't. No, go away. Steven, get rid of this update. Yes, I want to. Why would you stupid?
When they prompt you if yes or no if you want to cancel something.
That's the one thing I really don't get with Vista. It's like close window, Are you sure you want to close this window? Fucking, I hit X, didn't I? Yes.
Well, sometimes you miss hit buttons and.
Oh, I don't miss hit buttons. And if I do, no, but if I do, I don't care. It's like, oh, I made a mistake, gotta reopen it. I don't want to be prompted. I don't know. I'm just one of those picky people, I guess. That millisecond I have to hit another button, I guess I just flip the fuck out. Like, no, stop
dare
asking
I have
me.
to hit another button?
How dare you confront me with my decision? Yeah, it was a mistake, but I'll live with it. Fuck. Where are we at now? We're at 1 hour and 5 minutes. This is actually going very well.
That's good. Because we decided, thanks to Better Mike's graph he made for us, that we are going to keep the podcast between an hour and 15 to an hour and 25 minutes long.
An hour 30 tops if
it's going well.
Yeah, if it's going well. Or if we have a guest or something.
But that's because he showed us that a decline in views in correlation to how long the podcast is.
Yeah. Well, on average, I was thinking, when we first started, I was thinking on average we'd be about an hour at most. But then it's like, once we get going, it's just really hard to stop. It's like a Pringles, man.
To talk a lot.
We are opinionated, uncensored geeks. Get used to it if you haven't already.
I think most of the viewers have.
Yeah. And I think we're very fortunate. We're very fortunate to have the viewers that we do have. We love you guys so much because because you know how troll ridden the internet is. So the fact that we haven't received one, even though, knock on wood, I don't mind trolls. It's just having to deal with them can be a hassle. Even though you really just mainly ignore them, but they're persistent. A true troll is very persistent until they can get some sort of a response from you. Yeah. That's why you have to ignore them, but then some people, it's difficult.
I don't know, it depends how really under the skin they get on me.
Like how?
Well, I don't know, sometimes just things that or if I'm in a bad mood, sometimes some people just annoy me more than what they normally do. And when I would normally ignore them, it just gets me.
Well, sometimes there's some trolls that, it's almost hard to make a response because they're just so pathetic. And I don't mean pathetic with just how they comment, but it's like, okay, I'll give you an example. This is back when I was working with PS Talent, and there's this one kid, and he lives in Canada, and he was trolling PS Talent and me because I defended PS Talent on the PlayStation once. He sent me a comment. It's just this little Asian kid that thinks he's a rapper or a gangster. Fucking kid lives in a gated community. Like, he was trying to do a vlog, and he's like, look at how ghetto this is, man. Look at this grass. And it's like, you're in a gated community with a playground behind you. You're living in you're in your parents' basement making these videos, making fun of the people at PS Talent. And the only reason he sparked this sort of clash was because he went to Dodd asking, with Dodd being the moderator of PS Talent, to make him a music video. And Dodd said no. So then ever since then, he's just said that PS Talent's a piece of shit and so on and so forth. So I defended PS Talent on like one occasion when he messaged me personally, and his vocabulary is hilarious, where I was just like, I'm only replying just so I could see what other stupid shit this guy's gonna say. His first comment was, hey, get on PlayStation Home. And I'm like, why? And he goes, you know who I be. And I'm like, I know who you are, yes. Like, I corrected him. And he's like, PS Talent ain't shit. We the real kings of PS Home. And I'm like, okay. And he says, get on home. I'm like, I'm not wasting my time. Like, it just went back and forth, and his like spelling was so abbreviated, all in caps, typical quote unquote gangster. And it was just hilarious how he was responding. And he even like tried to make videos calling me out to respond. And then he would finish it off with like freestyle rapping. I'm sorry, but anybody who says I'm so ballin', like literally, not a rapper.
Oh, that's funny.
That was literally the line. And his rapping is like, there's no
flow.
There's not just the flow is horrible, but just like there's no, because if you're a rapper, you need to be very, exertive. Mm-hmm. You have to exert. And he literally sounds like he's like, and he takes pauses. So it's like, and I'm still ballin'. I keep trucking like I know. It's like, no one's going to sign you. And then he said, well, I'm going to make my own record label. And good luck. But I'm saying it's like people like that, a troll like that is just too really pathetic to really take seriously. Because it's like he has no clue.
Well, he's from Canada.
Oh, I'm sorry. A.
No, I have nothing against Canadians.
Like the only other video that he posts is like collections. Oh no, this is what made it pathetic for me. This is what made me go, okay, I really can't take this kid seriously. Because he posts videos about his hat collection, his shoe collection. He's a Ralph Lauren or Polo collector, so he gets all these hats and all these shoes, and he posts the collection in videos. He'll put them all, he'll sprawl them out on his bed, arrange them, and go between like this one's a blue fitted cap, and this is a Nike Jordan, and then goes through, and then in the comments he actually said this, and this is why I cannot take this kid seriously. Someone said, "Damn, you got a nice collection. Where you get the money for that?" And the one below that, "My parents." His response was, "My parents," and I'm like. You're trying to be a hard rapper, and then you're trying to, trash these other people and, try to act all hard, but you live with your parents, use their money to buy everything that you own. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. You just make fun of yourself. He's like 19.
Oh, well, okay.
I'm just like, yeah, I don't need to make any kind of response to him because he's doing it to himself.
Yeah.
So...
Poor guy.
Yeah. See, like when I read that, I was like, "Aww,
Aww,
that's so adorable."
Doesn't know what he's saying.
See, trolls like that amuse me. Like if we had a troll like that, and I found all this information about him, I would just laugh and put all his information on the Facebook page.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah. Just be like, "Hey, this guy said this, but on his YouTube, he lives with his parents. He makes videos of this and then." So do what you will. I'll leave the nerd herd to do what they want.
God. You're gonna feed him to the nerd herd?
Yeah, you know it. Oh. Heaven forbid we get a hacker in our nerd herd.
Don't give my nerd herd indigestion.
Hey, ex-hacker here. Come on. Okay, well, technically, if I really want to be technical, we're not really called hackers. The correct and appropriate term would actually be crackers. Crack code. Hackers basically are the type of person that's like, this is your email. Is your password this? No. 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 A cracker is somebody that will know how to, understands programs, knows how to get into your computer, register keyloggers, and programs like that, so they can, instead of doing, they take the guesswork out of it because they know what they're doing. There's the difference. Yeah. That's the difference.
But saying that you're a cracker just...
X.
Well, I know,
cracker,
but saying it like that makes it seem like you're using the derogatory term for a white person.
Oh, yeah, this is true.
So...
Every good wine needs a... Never mind. But yeah, no, I'm not using the derogatory term for that. A cracker not being the little,
Not being a food item.
Not being a food item, not being the derogatory term for white people, but a computer computer cracker. There, that's it. That's the term I'm looking for.
Cici.
I am a Cici, senor.
Cici, senor.
I am the 1 million peso man.
Oh, God.
There goes $400 American we'll never see again.
Every time I go to the Mayo Clinic in Jacksonville, the way we know how to get off at the correct exit is my dad made a joke the first time we went because it's San Pablo Road is that we get off. He's like, "Oh, the Mexican intersection." I'm like, "Yes, Daddy." And it got onto the topic of how Steven bought the donkey and blew him up. And that's just every single time we go, my dad talks about Mexicans.
So it's like you're turning, we're at San Pablo. Damn donkeys.
Yeah. Poor donkey.
We need to get him a sombrero.
My dad is really, really racist on occasion.
Oh, I can find myself to be like that. I don't mean to be.
No, my dad means to be it.
My stepdad does sometimes. Like, he'll say some things that is like, I would never want you to say that in public.
I get embarrassed.
Because, like, no, I don't even want to say it, but it's like, when I was talking to him about going to Coon Hill Cemetery, when we went ghost hunting, and I'll tell you about that in a future podcast because we're running sort of short on time here, but the county that the cemetery is found in is Jay County, and that is probably the most racially biased county near here, where if you are just a couple shades too dark, you're just like in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what goes on there. I'm not saying that they kill you or anything. It's just they're very...
The last lynching was in the 1980s.
Okay, that's pretty recent, yeah. But I'm just saying that, like, recently I don't know what's going on there, but I just know that if you're a couple of shades too dark, you don't want to be there. And I didn't know this until later on. It's one of those things where it's like you're going someplace all the time, and then later on you find out you were never supposed to go. That's me. That was how I felt. I was like, really? He's like, yeah. You're lucky that you're with a bunch of white people, because if anyone else like from there caught you, you'd be in trouble. You're just a couple shades too dark. And I'm like, I'm not that dark. He's like, yeah, but you're not white. I'm like, okay, good point. So, but yeah, and I was very surprised. And then that makes sense to me now, because of how the cemetery is. One of the things I was reading on a website, and they didn't say anything about lynching. They just said that they'd hang people here.
That's lynching.
Well, okay, yeah, but it wasn't like... What was I trying to say? Okay, they didn't specify that it was black people that they were, hanging. They just said they hung people. So I'm thinking, okay, yeah, like criminals or whatever, they'd hang them there. That's what I thought. No, it was the really bad, horrible, racist sort of thing that they did.
Such a cute mentality.
But the reason I thought, now it makes sense then, was because when you're... They blocked it off now because of all the vandalism that took place there. But before, you drive down this dirt road, no lights, trees on both sides. So it's literally like out of a horror movie. Then you get to a clearing. And clearing on both sides, just really tall grass. And then you get to a gate. The gate's chained shut. You're not allowed to go past this gate. So now you have to get out of your car and walk like 500 yards down this dirt road to the actual cemetery gate. And what makes it creepy is the clearing ends. Like, you eventually end up walking back into the woods, and then that's where the cemetery is. On the way, you literally walk under two big trees, and they have the main branches going straight up. All their other branches are gone except for these long, thick branches that literally hang over the road. And I swear to God, every time we go, and it was even in one of these stories on a webpage, that if you go there and just sit beneath one of these trees, you'll hear the sound of something swinging in the branches. That was literally what it said. And we'd walk underneath, and then from behind us, I'd hear like, and it's like, you turn around, you can't see anything. And the one thing that I know that place is extremely haunted is because, like, we'd go there with flashlights and our cameras and our cell phones, and they'd all be fully charged. 15 minutes, and they start saying that they're dying. I'm not lying. I've been there 3 times, and every single time, the only thing that's been able to stay lit are our glow sticks. Flashlights will go out, cell phones go out, cameras go out. Camera has never lasted more than 20 minutes tops when going in there. It's a scary place.
I don't frequent cemeteries for that specific reason. Well, no, it's like because my grandmother in Virginia, her house is haunted.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me some of those stories. Yeah.
Yes, and it really bothers me, like, to the extent where I can't sleep in the room she puts me in. I can't. It doesn't work. And
paranormal activity.
It's more like how I feel it.
Oh, that's just that.
Well,
like,
when I was little, I used to be able to see things. Like, I freaked my mom out once, like, really hardcore, because she was feeding my brother, and I was playing in the room, and all of a sudden I stopped, and I looked at her, and then I looked back to the door, because we were in a bedroom, and I whispered, "He's coming up the walk." And my mom didn't know who it was. Like, she didn't stop to look to see if anyone was coming, but I was so dead serious. Like, I was 3. I was so serious.
You have the sixth sense. Man.
And, well, I kind of wish my mom would have, like, taken me somewhere. Like, to, like, one of my grandmother's friends, to, like, perhaps maybe develop that a little bit. But she never did. But there are times when I purposely don't go seeking out things. Because if I just don't want to accidentally, like, see anything that I don't want to see. Because I'm really sensitive to stuff like that.
No, seeing is definitely a lot harder. Like, hearing's different. Maybe not to you, but to me, hearing and feeling is what you experience at Coon Hill Cemetery. And in hindsight, I'm an idiot to not think about the cemetery being that kind in that county being that kind of cemetery. Coon Hill.
Yeah.
Seriously, I did not come to think. I was like, oh, raccoons. You know,
No.
the complete.
It's a derogatory term.
The derogatory term, yeah. And I'm just like, wow, I'm retarded. But whatever. But they had Civil War tombstones there. No, tombstones there. And I doubt all of them are black people. And there's even there's even a small portion where it was just nothing but little kids. Like, you know, virus comes through and just.
Yeah, I mean but it doesn't say on there if they were black or white. Now, the majority of them, they probably were white kids.
It's just yeah.
Black people knew not to live in that county. Okay.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true. But yeah, I'm just an idiot. Like, it didn't come. Like, when they said that to me, it's like, yeah, that's a racist county. Like, that's why we're always like, you sure you want to go? I'm like, yeah, ghosts, man. So it's like, now I'm like, coon.
No, if you want to go someplace haunted, I can take you to the lighthouse and we can go on a midnight tour of the lighthouse.
I will do that.
Yeah. It's I've never been, but
that would be cool. I would really want to go. Like, I think like the ghost, it wasn't Ghost Hunters, it was someone else. They weren't like a TV show, they were just there. And they looked up the lighthouse and they literally like saw a light, like someone was hanging a lantern over the side, and they thought that was just the light there, but then they saw it like move off the rail.
I'm just extremely sensitive to stuff like this. Like, no, seriously, like, I have difficulty dealing with that stuff.
You would have a hard time if you went with me or anyone to Coon Hill, because
I would.
The one thing that I've always encountered every single time, not just the batteries going out or whatever, the one thing I've always encountered was, and I called her Emily because I think that's who she was, is a little girl. And yeah, no, every time we go in there, I hear her laugh. I
couldn't do it. Like, I am super sensitive to, I don't want to call it like the paranormal, but it's like, I'm just really sensitive.
You got the heebie-jeebies.
It's not really the heebie-jeebies. It's like, I say sensitive, but I suppose it's like sensing almost. But I'm just really sensitive to, like,
you're perceptive
that stuff. It really bothers me, and I don't like to put myself in situations where I can get things, where I can see things or hear things or stuff like that. I don't want to. I like the fact, if I were to, they literally have this exercise where you can open your mind and you can like perceive things that are around you that aren't really there. I'm terrified to try to do that. I think that if I were to try to do that, I wouldn't be able to close it again. Like,
sort of like people get scared of attempting astral projection because they don't know if they can get back.
Like, there are people who like to try to lucid dream. No way in hell I'd try to
I
try
can
that.
do that.
I can. I don't like it. I try not to do it. And there are instances where I've actually been lying in bed. I cannot move at all. It's like, I can't move.
It's a night terror.
No, it's not. I'm not asleep.
Like, oh.
I can't move. And I feel like someone is knocking on my, it's not on my brain. It's outside of my brain, but I feel someone knocking. Like, trying to get in. I don't like it. I don't do that on purpose. And I cannot move, and it scares the shit out of me because I
knock 4
can't
times.
move. I cannot move. I can't, like, go to swipe anything away. I'm stuck there, but I'm awake. My eyes are closed.
So then what happens?
I'm awake. It just knocks.
No, but I mean, like, how do you get out of it? Like, what happens after that?
Sometimes my phone will go off, or at that instance, my phone, like, during that time, my phone did go off, and I was able to.
So, like, something just scared it off or snapped you out?
I don't know if I was asleep or if I was just in the almost state of sleep or something. I was completely aware of what was going on, but I couldn't open my eyes or couldn't move my body.
Yeah, there's a term for that. I just don't know what it is.
I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to do it again. I purposely try to not do that stuff. I don't
blame you. That does sound terrifying.
I do stuff, like, per religious reasons, where I have Ouija boards and stuff. I would never use them without the proper, like,
sounds like fun. Let's do it. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't want to.
My dad's ex-wife brought something into their house by doing a Ouija board without the proper precautions.
Yeah,
taken.
you're not.
Mm-hmm. That's probably why I was afraid of the first house we lived in, because that's where she.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. Like,
I was terrified.
I've played on a Ouija board once, and that was in the Philippines, and we didn't. And everyone was so scared of it, we didn't even do it at a friend's house. Like, we went to a hotel, and we did it there. And just weird shit happened.
You're supposed to take certain precautions for that stuff, and I just I mean, I can do the precautions, like that's not a big deal. It's just I don't want to accidentally fuck anything up and have something in my apartment.
Yeah, no. If for some reason we decided we wanted to try it out, we definitely wouldn't do it in your house or mine. Or
I've actually have dreams where there's something in the house. Like I know that there's something in the apartment, but I'm not going to open myself up to try to see what it is. But I have an idea that it's an older person. But in my dreams that I have, it's a little girl.
You see, we always get drawn to that whole.
But the apartment's in a different setting.
Oh.
It's like I'm in my apartment, but where there's a closet, it's actually a bedroom in my dream, and the little girl's standing there. But in actual reality, there's a closet, and it doesn't go any further back than that.
Right.
So.
Because then that's the next bedroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I don't like. Yeah, the paranormal's interesting and all that stuff. I just don't want it to happen to me.
Yeah. It's interesting to know, but it's like you don't want to experience it. But would you still be willing to go to the lighthouse?
I mean, I'll go to the lighthouse. If you scare the crap out of me, I swear to God, I will beat the shit out of you.
No, I wouldn't. I would not do anything like that.
I would beat the crap out of you.
Because I wouldn't want anyone to do that to me.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want somebody to like dress up or even just go. I would not want to do that. I'd punch somebody.
I can't watch scary movies, especially when it's involving paranormal shit, because in my brain, it's actually real and it can happen to me versus like a serial killer, like one of those.
So you can watch a slasher flick, but you can't watch paranormal.
I could watch like
Friday the 13th.
Let's see that's still kind of
okay.
Supernatural. If I were to watch like a biography on Ted Bundy.
Okay.
And I can do that, like real shit all night long. As soon as it comes to the fact where The Ring or anything like that, I am
done. You're
10
out.
sheets to the wind. I am so far gone from that. I am like running down the hall with my headphones on. I cannot handle it. My brain does not work. It doesn't. I really don't like it.
I don't like the Japanese horror.
Ugh.
It's okay. If I were to see a ghost, and which I have, like the whole corner of your eye sort of thing. It wouldn't scare me if they were just like even like dressed, if they're just regular people. Like if I could see their face, I would be scared. Don't get me wrong. Just I wouldn't freak out as much as if I saw the girl from The Ring or something. There's just something about that look, the white with the black hair that cascades and you can't see the face. I think that's what terrifies me. The unknowing or thinking. I don't know, because
I've never seen a ghost. I've sensed them.
I've sensed them.
I don't, and that to me is scary, but I don't know what I'd do if I saw one.
The corner, well, it's better than getting the corner of the eye thing, because that can drive you nuts, because it's like you saw it, but when you turn, it's like, it's just, because they never appear in front of you. They will never do that. It's always going to be like in your peripheral.
I've hallucinated before, and I don't know if I was hallucinating or if I was actually seeing it. I just want to go with hallucinating. So
there's this and there was a website a long time ago, and me and my friends used to read it all the time in the Philippines, it was called SFOGS, SFOGS, and it stands for Singaporean Singapore's first original ghost stories. That's what it was called. And they were filled with stories of encounters with spirits and photos.
Welcome. Command, please.
Cancel.
Sorry, I didn't recognize.
Stupid Moshi alarm clock. Cancel. Okay, now it's off. And it would show pictures. There was a ghost, and this is why I'm terrified of like Singaporean folklore and stuff. There's a spirit, and it's called a Pontianak in Singapore. Yeah, I think it's Singapore. And their belief is and the reason it terrifies me, number one, is because the description of the spirit is literally that of the girl from The Ring, where it's like it's a woman in a white gown with long black hair, and she'll either be barefoot or she will have flip-flops on, and that's how people will know that there's one around if they hear flip-flops, the sound of them walking. And there's different stories where like they will literally like borderline hunt you, because the legends go that they're bloodthirsty sort of spirits. They're the main thing that I always read was that they're spirits of women who die while giving birth. So then they're very angry. And one of the stories is that they will literally follow you. Like if you're alone at night, they will follow you, and you'll hear the flip-flops walking behind you. They'll stop when you stop. They'll speed up when you speed up.
I hear flip-flops in my apartment. I want to kill you.
And the thing is, you can't turn and look at them. It's kind of like the Enderman on Minecraft, I guess. Try to make it funny here. But yeah, you can't turn around and look at them, or they will, quote unquote, eat your soul, something horrid, things like that. But the thing that also got me was a lot of these stories, they even had like news clippings. Like this woman, there's one that I read, this woman was found in an elevator shaft, and they had to put her in an institute. But they said that she was on her cell phone. One of her friends said she was on her cell phone the night that it happened, because they found her the next morning. That she had called and said that someone's following her, and she doesn't know who it is. And she said she's going to try to run to her house, because she's walking from the parking garage to her apartment. She said she's going to try to run. And they think that the spirit people said that they think it attacked her when she turned around to push the elevator button closed. That's what they said. And that's
scary.
It is.
I will never ride an elevator alone.
And it's things like that. It's that's what terrifies me about the Asian ghosts, because they're just so much more like, to me, the ghosts here in America are cool, aside from poltergeists, but they're just cool because they're just trying to communicate. Ghosts in Asia, they're just meant to scare the fucking living shit out of you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's like a ghost story. It's not like real or anything that scared the crap out of me, but it's only because it's situational, because I was watching an episode of Supernatural and it melded with one of them, and it scared the fuck out of me. It goes, there's a babysitter who's babysitting these two little girls, and the parents go out on a date, and they already tell the babysitter that the children are asleep upstairs. She goes up, checks on them, they're in bed, they're asleep. Right. She goes downstairs, she watches some TV. She will occasionally stick her hand outside the window or the sliding door to pet the dog that they have, to make sure it's still there, because it likes to run around. So she'll stick her hand out there, whistle, the dog will come and lick her hand, she'll pet it, and she'll go back inside and watch the news. On the news, there was this story going on about how someone escaped from prison, and he's, a slasher guy.
Mentally insane.
Mentally insane, yeah. He's going to come and kill you. And so she watches the news, she flips around, she'll go and stick her hand out of the door again, and she'll pet the dog, and the dog will lick her hand, and she'll, say good boy, and she'll go back inside. And so she goes upstairs to check on the kids, and the kids are still in bed, and then she goes into the bathroom, and she opens the door, she turns on the light, and there's a dog hanging from the shower head. It's dead. And in the mirror, written in blood, it says, "People have tongues too."
Yeah. So that wasn't a dog that was in the backyard, was it? Yeah, that's
And it creeped me out, because I was watching an episode of Supernatural where the family, they moved into this house, and there were people living in the walls. People, like an actual person was living in the wall. And they had a dog, and the dog would come in the girl's bedroom and licked her hand. But when she looked, her bedroom door opened, and she felt the dog licking her hand, and the bedroom door opened, and there was the dog. And she looked down, and her closet door closed. It was the girl licking her hand.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I get goosebumps just talking about it. But
yeah, I just did too, just thinking about it.
Later on, like, the dog ends up dying, because the girl kills the dog. Yeah. And the girl's just insane. Like,
that is...
Yeah, like, her dad, like, closed her, like, locked her in the walls, and she was pregnant, and she had a baby, so the kid lived with her. In the walls. Yeah, no wonder. And they're both insane. Like, insane, and they eat, like, live rats and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yes, you see, it's those kind of stories that bring that shock factor, where it's like something you knew wasn't actually there. Yeah. It's similar to the whole, like, where have you been these last couple weeks? You're always out after school. But, I was over at this house down the street, and there's this old lady that lives there. And like, what house? And then he gives the house number. It's like, that lady's been dead for like months.
Yeah.
And then, so it's that sort of fear factor. It's like, So who the hell was I talking to? You know. Ooh.
See, I probably wouldn't mind that if I was hanging out with a ghost, air quotes here, that I didn't know was dead. That probably would not bother me.
Not as much as it like something physically touching you
or something like that. But
yeah.
Once again, I don't see ghosts. I just sense them.
Yeah.
And you know that whole instance where I was in bed and I couldn't move and something was knocking on my brain, like. It was the outside of my head. Like, it was...
Like someone was felt like it was physically knocking on your
like,
skull?
Yeah, it's like if I stick, like, a lead pencil by my nose, but I don't touch it, I can feel it.
Yeah,
like,
that sensation.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like that, where I can feel something knocking on my brain cavity. Sorry. I feel like something was knocking on my brain cavity, but it wasn't. It was... I don't know, because I couldn't open my eyes, so I didn't know what was there. But it happened again in a theater. I was really tired, so I was like trying to sleep. And I did nod off because I could feel my head going like this, but I felt the knocking.
What? And you were in a theater?
I was in
when
a
this
theater.
happened?
I was in the silver screen. I was in the theater.
I think that place is haunted in it to begin with.
I don't know. I was in the theater and Steven was right beside me. But I was falling asleep and I could feel the knocking on my head.
That is nuts.
It was like something pushing.
Right. So some sort of force.
Like coming up, backing up, coming up again, backing off, coming up again, backing off. Like that. It just created like a knocking sensation.
Yeah.
It's like someone knocking at a door.
Jeez.
It was weird. And
so this happened like twice to you?
It happened 3 times.
3 times.
And it's all when I'm trying to go to sleep.
This
is why I have difficulty sleeping alone, okay? I get frightened and shit happens.
We'll get a cutout of David Tennant to accompany you, or the 10th Doctor to accompany you in your bedroom. Maybe that will help.
I'm just glad, like, nothing strange aside from me, like, hallucinating a little bit has happened in the apartment. And now that I've gotten more furniture in there, sound doesn't bounce around as easy.
Yeah, so it's not as echoey.
It's not as echoey and a bit more comfortable, so I don't freak out as much. But
yeah. You need to get more stuff in your apartment then.
It gets interesting in my brain, people. I pity someone who ever tries to.
This turned into a ghost story
for
the episode. What should we title this one?
I don't know. Something. I don't know. We'll have to think of it.
Yeah, we'll have to think of something. Yeah, because we're pretty close to our time limit here.
Yeah.
I have one ghost story, but I don't know if I should tell it now.
Are you gonna scare me?
It might.
I don't want to be scared.
It might.
I don't want to be
You don't
scared.
have keyholes that you can look through, do you?
No.
No? Okay, then this won't scare you.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'll make this very, very quickly. It was a story that I was told when I was in the Philippines, because the Philippines have a lot of old buildings because of, they're being overtaken by Japan, Spaniards, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so there's a college building. It's in the Philippines, very old. And it used to be, in this building, used to be where they would hold hostages of war and torture them and things like that. Girls being raped, all the horrible stuff you hear from war camps. Anyways, it's turned into now a science building, and a professor was there late one night working. And one of the rules, because each building in the Philippines, there's security guards in universities, just like in malls and even small shops, there's security guards. One of the major businesses there, my dad even owned a security thing. But anyways, they say no one's allowed to stay there after dark or too late after dark because of stories and things. Well, there's one professor who was staying behind to finish up some paperwork, but it had started raining when he was about to leave, so he stayed behind and just did his paperwork instead of walking out in the rain. Well, he thought he saw a light flashing in the hallway, and he thought it was a security guard, but he didn't hear no footsteps. Then he heard somebody jiggling the handle to his room, but there was no shadow coming under the door, and nothing was going on, and then it stopped. And then it looked like the whatever it was, or the person, had moved on. So he was curious, but he was scared because he hears ghost stories all the time. So he decides to look through the keyhole outside, but it was blocked off. Like someone had put red tape, over the keyholes, because they don't work. They're those old-fashioned huge keyholes that you see in cartoons and stuff. That's how they were. They're the old-fashioned keyholes. So he says, oh, okay, so someone put tape on the door, whatever. So he goes back to his work. Finally, the rain starts letting up. It's really later in the evening, and then he finally leaves, goes outside, and there's a security guard sitting in his chair outside the building. Out of curiosity, he asks the security guard, is this place haunted? Is this particular building haunted? He says, yes, I hear lots of things all the time. There's a spirit on the 3rd floor, and he told these small short stories, and then he's like, well, is there anyone here on the ground floor? He's like, yeah, there's a little girl. And he's like, okay, so what does she look like? Some people just see a blur, some people see this, but most people notice her red eyes.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, and he, I don't know if he quit. I don't know what in
I would've
the story,
quit.
but yeah. That's one that got me because like this is when I was about to start going into college. I was like, fuck, all these buildings are haunted. I don't want to experience this crap.
I could
So-
look in mirrors like for the. I still can't really look in mirrors for like.
Yeah, no, that's that one thing all of us have, even from being kids. Is like you wake up in the middle of the night, you have to go to the bathroom, and you completely avoid the mirror.
It's just at night though, or sometimes it's during the day when I'll go and like do my hair or something, or I'll be brushing my teeth, and I will constantly be looking in the mirror to make sure that nothing is in the doorway behind me.
So I'm the other way. I avoid the mirror.
I avoid the mirror at night, but not in the daytime when I'm terrified. Like I will look away for a second and then look back up, and there will be something in there.
Yeah, that whole yeah, I do hate that.
I'm afraid to blow dry my hair without standing like with my back to the like a corner. So if I tilt my head up, I can see everything. I'm really paranoid. Okay.
For the longest time growing up, like when I'm taking a shower, because of those old slasher movies that get you in the shower, instead of facing the shower head, I'd put my back to the shower head.
Well, I do that all the time. Sometimes I even have like the shower curtain open a tiny bit so I could see like my closet door, because the closet door leads into the bathroom from the master bedroom, and there's another door from the hallway. So
We are so paranoid.
oh God, it was really bad. I will forever be a pansy when it comes to this stuff. I'm a scared little girl when it comes to that shit.
Halloween came early on the Two Geeks One Mic podcast.
I can't stand. I like Halloween and all, but
Yeah, and my voice sort of cracked when I said that.
I
That's
don't
funny.
like scary things.
Yeah. Now I feel bad that I scared you that one time walking in here.
Well, see, that wasn't like haunted, scary.
If I had a mask, that would. Then
God, yes. If you had a mask, that would be bad.
Oh my gosh, son of a bitch! That was,
Yeah, no, it would have been like a squeal instead.
Oh yeah, swinging at me. I'd never do that in your apartment because I know I get shot.
Well, no. See, when I get really scared, I stay really still.
Oh, like that whole
I get really still.
T-Rex thing. Like maybe it won't see me.
I don't know. I just get really super still. Like even at night, like if I hear something, I will kind of open my eye a little bit.
Like
I won't move.
Yeah, if they don't think I notice it, it might.
Yeah.
It'll just leave me alone.
It's like when I get really scared, I get too afraid to even turn on the light. Like I can't even move my hand to reach to turn on a light switch. I'm like, I'm too afraid.
Okay, now I feel like I have to retract my previous statement when I said that I would exchange your David Tennant cutout with a Weeping Angel cutout.
Oh God, I would die. I would probably have a heart attack. I am really, really sensitive to scary things. Like I can't watch scary movies. If you guys want to watch a scary movie, watch Insidious. I was watching it through my hands. It was so bad. Oh God.
I still have yet to see it because
Watch it by yourself and see what happens. Just watch it. Even with Tiffany, watch it. Because I want you to share the pain that I had to endure because of it.
God, I might, and I might film a reaction video to it. I don't know.
Please
We'll
do.
see.
I just want you to have like the audio like by your, or like the camera rolling, just your face.
Not the
No,
screen,
just your face,
my
not the
face.
video. It's on Netflix.
I'll get. Oh fuck!
It's on Netflix.
Shit! Now I really have to do this now, don't
You
I?
have to do it now.
Fuck!
And I will be looking forward to your face going.
I'll make some highlights of it.
Oh, please do.
I'll do highlights.
Please.
I'll take it. I'll get some highlights where I'll just like.
I'll bug you. I'll bug you for all eternity until you do this.
Looks like I know what I'm doing while you're getting your procedure done.
I watched it in theaters with the big loud noises and everything like that. So
Okay, I'll do it.
good.
I'll do it.
Good.
And on that note, we're gonna go ahead and
Sign out.
because we are way beyond.
over.
Beyond. But you know what? We'll gradually work up to the 1 hour, 15, 25 minute time point once we start getting regular segments. So yeah, if you liked our this or that segment, please let us know. If you have 10 this or that questions you'd like for us to do, let us know. You can direct it to Liz, to me, to both of us. Or if you want to know any reasoning behind some of our answers today, let us know. Just tell them to leave in the comments.
No ghost stories, please.
Yeah.
Please don't post ghost stories. I will die.
I think we've ghosted ourselves out today, but I don't know. We'll probably continue more towards Halloween. But Halloween came early for the podcast apparently. So
sleep with all the lights on.
Yeah, probably same here. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it for this podcast. Thank you all for listening. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share this to any of your other geeky friends you think might like this. And thank you for all your continued support.
And all the comments. I really appreciated it.
Oh, yes. Please keep them up. All right. This is Ray signing out.
And Liz.
Peace.
Toodles.